Yo, Kisa, which Fire Emblem game you're playing? Still playing Three Houses? Because that's fire. Oh, you got engaged. Yeah, at least the gameplay is good in that one. I guess. Never been a huge fan of Engage, and I don't think I even got it. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped for the new Fire Emblem game. And the Telios games like Path of Radiance is at least coming to Nintendo Switch Online in the future. Which is cool. That is pretty decent. Let me switch over to my new overlay. Here we are. Looks a little bit cheap, I have to say. The problem is, Metroid assets are so hard to come by. I swear to God. It's almost like everyone loves these games, but never wants to do anything artistic with it. Yeah, the characters are not the strong suit in Engage. It's kind of a problem that they have periodically, where they just make a game that will just not have great characters. I don't know what it is, but it's Fire Emblem. I wanted to make the background here look a little bit like the surface of Aether 5. I think it's called Aether 5, right? Or Aether. I think it's just called Aether. I don't know. Or Aether. Something along the lines. What the fuck? Since when do I have a Stream Elements bot? Yeah, the ball is my own creation, by the way. I had to send it through a bunch of extra passes to make it. But yeah, it's not a pre-made asset or something that someone made. I had to make it myself. I had to work really hard to make this work, you know. Since when do I have a Stream Elements bot? Fuck off. I have Nightbot running already. Can I ban Stream Elements bots? I probably shouldn't in case I actually want it. But yeah, I had to go into a game. I literally had to go into... I think it was Metroid Prime. Maybe it was one of the 2D games. I think it was Metroid... Maybe it was even Zero Mission or something. And I had to take a screenshot of this ball because for whatever reason, like from the Morph ball, there's actually no sides. If you Google Morph ball and you look at the Google images, there's no side view of any Morph ball ever. Like I literally had to go into the game and like make it so that I have a side view of the ball. Yeah, I don't know. But it's decent, I think. And the background is supposed to be like the light and dark motif, right? From the game. But yeah, Metroid Prime 2. Actually, my favorite Metroid Prime game so far. I like Metroid Prime 3 for what it was. But Metroid Prime 2 is my favorite. I can't say it enough. I love games that have light and dark motifs everywhere. Like every single game that has like a light and dark motif is going to be really great. I can already tell. And Metroid Prime does it very, very well. Metroid Prime 2. And yeah, obviously also, let me tell you this. You know, come over here. Let me tell you this. My game is going to have a light and dark motif that I'm creating. But yeah, I just love it every time, and yeah, this game is absolutely great. I think the structure of this game is better than Metroid Prime 1. Metroid Prime 1 is a classic, but this game in particular is just an enhancement in everything. And Metroid Prime 3, as much as I like it, it's a lot more linear, obviously. And yeah, I think Metroid Prime 3 is great. This game is just a little bit better. It has the classic Metroid Prime 1, like, open areas, and you explore the planets. Whereas Metroid Prime 3 is more linear and story focused, which has its own charms, you know. But I just like this one the most. Metroid Prime 1 was very much a tech demo in terms of, like, this is what we have for Metroid, this is how we bring Metroid into the future, and this is basically what we have going for it. But yeah, I like it a lot. And we're going to get into it. I obviously have chewing gum because we're playing Metroid. And chewing gum helps me deal with the nausea I get from, like, turning around in the 3D space. Like, I get motion sickness very easily, as I said before. And with chewing gum, I can usually get around 3 hours of Metroid Prime in no problem. That's why I'm chewing gum during this. I hope you don't mind. The chewing noises you shouldn't hear on stream, as usual, but it is what it is. It is what I have to do. And I want to play, like, I was expecting Nintendo to drop, like, a remaster of Metroid Prime 2 or Metroid Prime 3. They obviously didn't. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they never did it, honestly. It seems like leaving money on the table, but what am I supposed to do? That's why I set up everything and I have this thing around again. Young people might not remember this. This is a Wii remote. Sorry. And my nunchuck, obviously. So yeah, I'm going to be using this. I have the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii. On the Wii U, actually. I bought it on the Wii U. So we're going to play that. Are there really going to be people who could actually theoretically watch me who don't remember the Wii? I think the Wii was 2011, right? So if you were born after the Wii, maybe 2015. Although the Wii was, maybe 2015. I think 2015. I think the Wii was earlier. The Wii was like 27, 26 already, I think. So if you were born 2015, you could be 11 right now. And never got in contact with a Wii. Interesting. That's interesting to me. But yeah, I'm going to switch over to the game right now. By the way, this also means that the game will have a lot less fidelity. I swear to God, I fiddled with the settings on my Wii U. It will look very old on my stream. I can tell you this. Obviously, it's an upscaled game from the Wii. The Wii didn't have an HDMI port, and the Wii U is also just upscaling it. You know? So I did my best to do this. I also tried getting it. Here we go. I also tried getting it working on an emulator. The problem is the Metroid Prime 3 we released in 06. Oh my god, that makes me old. So old. But yeah, Metroid Prime 3 only works with the Wii remote. You can rebind it to work with a controller. But yeah, it's not great. It's not the greatest on emulator. I hope it's okay for you guys, the gameplay. I always like the motion controls on this too. I like waving my Wiimote around to play this game. But yeah, since I'm going to be playing both games, I'm going to play Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3. I thought... Yeah, okay. Since I'm going to be playing both games, I thought, why not choose one platform for both games? So, I'm going for both games on the Wii U. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Luckily, all my save data is basically gone from Metroid Prime 2. Because I have it on my hard drive that I did not install currently. So I can just start from scratch. I was hoping I could retire my Wii U, but apparently Nintendo doesn't want to release the games on Mission File 02546. 8 days ago, contact with Galactic Federation Trooper Squad Bravo was lost. Contract agreement. Locate Federation troopers and render assistance. Data confirmation. Last transmission received from a rogue planet located in Dasha region called Aether. Uploading last known coordinates now. I think it was... this is so great. This is taking me back so much. By the way, funny thing is, the first time I actually bought Metroid Prime 2 was in England. Fun fact. My sister took me on a vacation to England at one time. She was like looking at vacations. She wanted to go to England for whatever reason, to London. And she took me with her. And we went into a used game store and I saw Metroid Prime 2. I think it was £5 or something. In a used copy of Metroid Prime 2 for £5, and I bought it there and brought it home. Fun facts. I love having international games. I love buying games outside of my country because the backs are different. They are different language. It makes them look really cool. I just love doing that. But yeah, it was a nice trip to London. I'd like to visit someday again. Honestly. Here we go, Samus. Samus is back, baby. It doesn't look too bad, honestly. Yeah, some of the textures can look crunchy, but it does not look too bad. I forgot. It's minus, right? Yep, it is. Statue's motivator unit is functional, but requires power to operate. The power beam can't energize the statue. Seek an alternate energy source. I'm going to be scanning as much as possible, but as little as necessary. By the way, so... yeah, I'm not going to be scanning everything and reading out everything. Vessel registered to Samus errand. Starship Hunter class gunship. Your ship has been damaged. Auto repair function initiated. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. I might have already scanned like most of it because I scanned it on a previous playthrough on this version. I think I played this like a few years ago. Again. Alright. Let's fucking go. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played Metroid Prime. But yeah, I was waiting desperately for Metroid Prime 2 to release on Nintendo Switch, but they never did. Would have been such a great surprise, honestly, to have on Switch. Unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate alien text. To access door controls, you will need to update your translator files. And Samus just jumps in because she's badass. I'm so ready for Prime 4, you guys don't even know. Prime 4 is going to be great. You know. I can already tell it's a little bit more story focused. Which, from the things we've seen, they want to incorporate a new story into it. Lock armor disengaged. Destroy locks to activate the gate. There we go. They want to focus a little bit more on a new aspect, like a new story, new villains, because the trilogy already has like everything covered, right? Like the whole Phazon thing is like a trilogy thing. This gate was once a part of a starship cargo bay. It has been modified for security. It will move when a nearby panel is scanned. Is it this one? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm dumb. Security panel online. It has been a short while since I played this game, so I might not remember everything. I'm a little bit more hazy on this game than I am on Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 1. Just because I played more of Metroid Prime 1, you know. Like on Metroid Prime 1, I played it like more times than this game. Ventilation system conversion complete. Dispensing of pesticide has commenced. Pesticide is proving effective. Hostile forces decreasing in numbers, though still at critical levels. Several gates have taken considerable damage from hostile forces. Communication system offline. Analysis indicates wiring damage in 3 crucial areas. Local hostiles are likely source of damage. What's this? Map station. Step into the hologram to update map data. Sure. Let's do that. You have downloaded a map for this area. Oh yeah, it's the one button. Right. Just a second. Zoom is plus and minus. There we go. It is so weird to be playing this on a Wiimote. Again. I haven't touched a Wiimote in so long. But it feels fluid, like the motion controls feel fluid. Casualty report sector A. 3 troopers were lost. They were unable to open gate A1 when a gas trap was engaged and couldn't escape to safety. Lock malfunction is to blame. Alright. What are you little guys? Oh my god. This is actually... Oh my god, I remember this being... I don't remember this being as horrifying as it is. Sometimes you need to look around to find targets. Oh god. I don't remember this being as horrifying. Like, they literally strung them up. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match. Standard human. I mean, Prime 2 probably works with a proper controller too. But Prime 3 doesn't. That's the problem. Prime 3 needs the motion controls to work somehow. Source of fatal wounds, Galactic Federation assault weapon. Trooper was in all likelihood killed by a friendly fire. Whether it was an accident or not remains to be seen. Terminated bioform scan, Codex genome match, standard human. What was that? Scans indicate this trooper died of cardiac arrest. Chemical levels in body suggest a state of extreme fear at time of death. Oh my god. Cause of death difficult to determine. Digestive fluid present with an armor. Subject is being broken down into simpler matter for consumption by local predators. I don't remember this being as horrifying. Holy fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Galactic Federation Marine Corps personal log entry. Data transferred to your logbook for further review. There's something wrong with the log systems in this section. They failed twice, locking us out until someone came along to let us in. If it happens again while we're playing bait for those things, well, at least we'll go out fighting instead of hiding in the control area. The problem is it already saved all of the data, all of the scans that I did for this game in my previous playthrough. So it doesn't say new scan, basically. Which kind of sucks. Security breach, multiple errors, all units to full alert. Command and control center compromised. Repel invading hostiles at all costs. All units clear to engage. Trooper's armor computer heavily damaged, unable to recover log entries. I mean, these things explode if I hit them. What the fuck is this? Bioscan complete. Unknown bioform. 0 life signs. Scan indicate target was recently terminated. 242 wounds from Trooper. High energy weapons detected. Okay. No log entries for you guys. Alright. We'll move on. But yeah. Oh my god. Stop hoisting them upwards. What the fuck's wrong with you? But yeah, we were basically sent to aid these guys. Terminated bioform scan. Codex genome match splinter. Targets were terminated by a variety of trooper weapons. Unknown biochemical residue present on several exoskeletons. But yeah, these guys were sent here, I think, by the Federation, right? Because of pirate activity in the area. Engineering status log. Descent reporting. I've installed one of the ship's reserve power cells here. It's holding so far, but too much activity could knock it offline. Oh, we don't come to that. Oh god. They've all been broken. Where do we actually need to go? There we go. Oh yeah, you could do this, right? Better not flick the wrist. Oh my god. Ow. Power restored to gate system. Also new music. New regular fight music. I like it a lot. I love how horrifying this was, even back in the day. Security panel online. Moving gate to open position. Oh god, these were the guys. The gate lock failed, remember? That one guy was talking about it. That the gate lock failed twice already. The gate lock failed and they were stuck outside. Oh, that's horrifying. I actually just made that connection. By the way, I'm having like wrist pain in my right wrist. I don't know where it comes from, if it comes from working too hard recently and stuff. But yeah, that's why I shouldn't flick like my wrist upwards, because honestly that was a lot of pain. I don't know what it is, really. I hope it just goes away, or else I have to go to the doctor. Oh. I hope too it's not serious. Hello, Dark Samus. I think we saw Dark Samus at the end of Metroid Prime 1. Right? I think we saw her at the end of Metroid Prime 1. She was like formed from the remains, right? Of the Phazon. Cause of death, cardiac arrested to electrocution. Okay. What is this? Scan complete. Unknown dimensional anomaly. Anomaly seems to be a dimensional rift. Target destination unknown. Let's head in. Nothing to lose. Right? Yes, I also love villains that are evil clones of the player. Fuck. Well, that's not great. Chose a battlesuit version alert. Gear stolen by unknown creatures. Space jump thrusters offline. Grapple beam launcher offline. Mothball boost unit offline. Power bomb generator offline. Missile launcher offline. Mothball bomb module online. All remaining systems online and active. I like that we still have the charge beam. But yeah, this is how they justify us losing our powers again. Which I like, that we do not lose our powers again in Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime 3, you know. In Metroid Prime 3 we're just building upon its powers. We're not losing them again, which I kinda like. Like, why do I have to find the morph ball and the bombs each time, you know? We have a safe station here. But yeah. But yeah, speaking of dark versions of protagonists, probably my favorite iteration of that is in Metroid Fusion. If you've never played Metroid Fusion, let's just leave it at that. We're going to get around to it. But yeah, Metroid Fusion has a sort of thing that is in that way. Power relay is connected, elevator unit offline. Step on the hologram. You know, with today's technology, the Wiimotes feel actually very cheap. Oh god. Having a Wiimote feels actually very cheap. Because, you know, today's technology, like, the Switch 2 Joy-Cons are super comfortable, by the way. Last night I was playing something, like, in my bed or something. And I was like holding my Switch and I was like, yeah, my wrists hurt a bit. And I just put down the Switch somewhere in front of me. Or I think to the side. Over to the side. And I was like using the kickstand and I just put it there. And I was like just using my Joy-Cons and it was so comfortable. It was actually crazy. Something you could not do with the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. The Switch 2 Joy-Cons are so much better. I swear. And yeah, having holding the Switch 2 Joy-Cons would be so much more comfortable than using the Wiimote in this situation, I think. Because they are not as heavy, you can just point and do whatever with them. It's just so much more comfortable. Lock armor disengaged. Destroy locks to activate the gates. Yeah, okay. Bang. Bang. But yeah, I get why people are hating on the console because it's like very expensive. Obviously, it's expensive tech. What was that? Portable lifting system used by troops to assemble temporary battle structures. Powerful winch system lifts and moves objects quickly. But so far, it's been so worth it. Oh god, I don't have my space jump anymore. Unit cannot be destroyed. Currently connected to industrial winch system for movement. Honestly, in terms of consoles, recently, it is actually the cheapest option. Like, they literally just raised the prices of the Xbox. I think the Series X is almost $600 now, right? And the new Xbox console, that is like also a portable like PC thing, costs $900. I think it was announced today what it costs. If you want the good version, it costs $900. The cheaper version costs $600. Like Switch 2 is actually the cheap version of this of a portable console, which is incredible. Yeah, I think it was the Ally, what was it called? The Rock Ally X or something that Microsoft like teased, right, on one of their events. I think the cheap version costs like $600 and the expensive version is $900. And I'm like, okay. I mean, it can do more. It's also a PC, more like the Steam Deck, but still, industrial winch engage. By the way, the Steam Decks, I have looked at them. They cost the same as a Switch 2. Like, I have looked at Steam Decks recently, and I was like, yeah, there is a cheaper version of the Steam Deck that costs only $400, but that one has absolutely no storage attached to it. Like, you can like fit two AAA games maybe on it if you want to, you know? Not even, going by today's standards. But yeah, the Steam Deck is still very expensive. But I'm not going. I don't want to tell people like which purchase to make. Honestly, like what consoles to buy and stuff. I'm just going to make a case for the Switch 2 as much as possible, because it's literally a console I own and not everyone owns, and I can make a case for it how good it is. You know. I think the fact that you can't get the controller of the Steam Deck makes it actually a worse product in my opinion. I think that's one of the main selling points of the Switch 2. That you can disassemble it and use it however you want, you know. The Steam Deck just looks so bulky sometimes. And when I have my Switch 2, like my Switch 2 takes up this much space on the shelf, like literally, not more. On a shelf, this takes up this much space. If I have a Steam Deck, it's going to take up way more space because it's like, you have to use the whole width, you have to lay it there, you have to connect it with a cable. It's going to be a pain, and even the docks that I've seen for the Steam Deck are looking okay, but they are still taking up a lot of space. And you can't remove the controllers. You have to buy extra controllers. I don't know. It's just my opinion, but I was honestly interested in the Steam Deck, but It is a little old right now, and I would honestly wait for a newer version to come out, you know? For a stronger version. Because the tech has not been keeping up with the games so far. But yeah. Oh god, what happened to you, my dude? Data transfer to your logbook for the review. But yeah, I have been interested because it can like play emulator games too. Yeah, that's true. I've never got an Xbox, by the way. I've never been an Xbox person. Seriously. I don't know. It's never been that appealing to me. Because Xbox always marketed itself as the gamer bro console, you know? Whereas Nintendo just always marketed themselves as the company that I like, you know? The company that, like, makes the games that I love, absolutely love each generation, you know? And Sony is like has a decent like library normally, you know? So I'm more interested in those two than Xbox, but yeah. I don't know. I think Haley's losing it. He talks to himself all the time and he won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about taking him off the line, and he told me we need all the help we can get. That's true, but if he goes berserk and kills a bunch of us, that won't be very helpful. Oh god. Yeah, I mean my PS4 is also a glorified DVD player now because I have a PS5. By the way, my PS5 is a glorified Monster Hunter Wilds machine. Like, literally, my PS5 is downstairs right now on the big TV and it's just gathering dust. I have been playing Monster Hunter Wilds like five days ago for like a few hours and that was it. Really. That is motivator unit is functional but requires power. The power beam can't energize the statue. Oh, okay. But yeah. But my PS4 is literally the DVD player downstairs. I just literally have it sitting there and we just play DVDs on it whenever we want to watch a DVD. Or a Blu-ray. That's literally its only use anymore. The thing is, I never sell consoles too. That's true, yeah. If all your friends are on an ecosystem, that makes it easier to... Missile Blast may damage it, okay. But yeah, that's been my experience with PlayStation 2. But all of my friends that I have, really, they never really play games anymore. Especially not on console. I think they play mostly... Like, they play mostly WoW and FF14 these days. Like, we've always been like MMO players as a group back in the day. That's why we played so much Guild Wars 1 back in the day together. But I've kind of gotten off of the MMO thing, so we're not really playing games together anymore, really. Sadly. I just don't know how they find time to play MMOs, really. MMOs are super time consuming. Unable to interface with door control system. Cannot translate alien text. Okay. Nice. So yeah, none of my friends really own a console anymore at this point. I don't have missiles, right? Did I miss something? Yes, I did. There we go. Control system online, industrial winch engaged. But yes, sorry, I've been on like... Oh. Alright. There we go. I've been not paying close attention to the game. I've been just talking, but yeah, FF14 is like a drug. I swear to God. I don't know what it has, that game. I've tried it several times, and it never clicked for me. What are we doing? But yeah, this is where the Galactic Federation troopers arrived. That's why there's so much infrastructure from them. And we sort of crash landed here too. Well, we didn't really crash land, right? But I think Samus' ship is trapped now. By the way, I enjoy the music a lot. There we go. We'll be making a stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online. And atmospheric interference is scrambling out the stress beacon. If anyone reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is one hell of a drug. And I'm not a huge fan. I think every time someone I know plays Final Fantasy 14, they become like an obsessed fan. And every time that happens, I feel like they are less fun to be around. It might be my bias, but because all they talk about is like this game that I have no interest in, you know. And honestly, I don't want to join them because I want to play a huge variety of games. But yeah. That's also why I don't kind of like the Monster Hunter Wilds title update free. I swear to God. Oh God. I swear to God, I was so disappointed with title update free. Durable Federation pair. An interface module is used to operate skates. Where's the interface module? What is this? Like, I swear to God, we've been waiting for 3 months to get title update free. Like, literally, we've been stuck with title update 2 for 3 months. And then we get like only the Final Fantasy 14 collab. And I'm like hugely disappointed. I love that they announced GOG, obviously. But he has to be amazing. Obviously, GOG coming back is amazing. I really love that GOG is coming back. But he has to be amazing. Seriously, he has to be the best fight ever to make it worth it. I mean, the classic gesture thing is cool. But that also is only in 3 months. Like, GOG will be in December this year. Which is 3 months from now. I definitely think it's going to come end of December. So that's like 6 months that we went without Monster Hunter content. You know? It's almost as if in World they went radio silent for 3 months and then they added the Witcher event collab. You know? Date cycle, Cosmos. Final report, task for Heracles, etc. I'm going to watch a video. While on patrol the Dasher system, we engaged an unknown space pirate frigate. The enemy frigate was crippled and it crashed on planet Aether. We followed the pirates, but our ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Aether's atmosphere. Kinda like ours. Heavy magnetic activity during the storm disabled our systems. Upon landing, we split into 2 units. One to set them up. Oh god, it's too quick. Each unit was doing fine, no problems. Until they appeared. Way too epic music. This has to be horrifying. But yeah, the Monster Hunter team is super quiet recently. I don't know. Monster Hunter Wilds is a huge disappointment in that regard, honestly. But yeah, talking about Monster Hunter Wilds makes me a little bit depressed. Because I really loved the game on release. But ever since, it's been weird. Man, I hope that this is the only breeding ground for these things. If there's more, we're in big trouble. We have a hard time taking one out of commission. I almost ran out of ammo. I never run out of ammo. Dude. The way you've been shooting, you actually are very likely to run out of ammo. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Reese is right, that hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. I mean, yeah, the collaborations have been fine in the past. The Monster Hunter collaborations. But I feel like that is like an event thing that you do, you know? Ah. Missile launcher acquired. Like, for me, that is like more of an event thing. It feels like more of an event type of deal that you do, and not a full title update. You know? I mean, we get Arch-Tempered New Udra, but that's also not... Yeah, I didn't fully like the Ancient Lesson thing. And the Behemoth Final Fantasy thing I actually never played. I honestly... I don't like having... I don't like having Final Fantasy 14 mechanics in my Monster Hunter game. And like that Behemoth fight was like... That Behemoth fight was designed for a 4-player party. From start to finish. Like, it was designed to be a multiplayer fight, which I'm not a huge fan of. But yeah. Doors to open position. Access to map station granted. Thanks. I'll take the map. I have fought the Arch-Tempered versions. I have fought Raydao. Arch-Tempered Raydao is not that big of a change. It has a few attacks which are appreciated. But all in all, it's okay, I would say. And Arch-Tempered Ufduna is so forgettable, I almost forgot what it does. That's because Ufduna is so forgettable, you know. Like, I literally didn't see any difference in Arch-Tempered Ufduna because I don't remember Ufduna's moveset. We'll see with New Udra, because New Udra is actually a fight I do enjoy a lot. So I'll be able to judge it fairly. Like, Arch-Tempered Raydao felt too easy, you know. I don't know. Not a huge fan, but it is what we'll get until the end of times. Like, Arch-Tempered Jindahat could be interesting. Because it already is a fight. Like, Jindahat is already a fight that is designed like a multiplayer fight. Like a huge monster. Alright. What? Recommend use of high yield explosives. I don't have bombs. But yeah, Jindahat feels like if they ramp them up, could be a really interesting fight. But that's about it, you know. I don't know. I've not been excited about Monster Hunter Wilds in a while. I forgot what I have to do, actually. I just got a map. Maybe I should just look at the map. Thing is, I feel like I should be able to go through this door over here. But I can't make it up here. I definitely need to go back to free ultimates. Like, I have a half-finished free ultimate playthrough. Am I missing something? Oh yeah, Stories 3 is announced for next year, right? It's coming next year. And it will be on Switch too. Recently I bought Stories 1, by the way. It was on sale. Maybe there's... So yeah, I bought Stories 1 on sale on the Switch eShop. So I could like... I was debating if I should actually stream the Stories games instead of playing them by myself. What the fuck's going on? And the problem is I have so much to stream, but it would be fun to start with Stories 1 and go through Stories 2 as well. So that we come up on Stories 3, you know, in the future. Alright, what am I missing? Alright, I'm dumb. Sorry, these moments will happen in this game. These moments will definitely happen in this game. Sometimes I'm just too stupid to realize my way to go and find my way to go. Power start to connect the orb cannon. Unit locked in current firing position. Auto fire enabled. This will happen from time to time. Sometimes I can just stand in front of a mechanism that I should use and I'm just too dumb to figure it out. You know? I don't know what it is sometimes. What is this for? A power bomb may damage it. Okay, the yellow ones are power bombs. But yeah, I'm interested in playing Stories 1. Maybe I should stream it. Maybe once Silk Song is over, I'm going to stream it. Interface method unknown. Control units not present in the visible spectrum of current time space. What? I'm the only one left. Managed to get out of the hive, but when I got to the ship, everyone's gone dead. I'm heading for that alien building we saw earlier. Maybe someone can help me there. Wait, something's moving down there. Hello? It could be kind of cool, yeah. I mean, the whole monster breeding and stuff I probably do outside of stream. But the story and the RPG elements look neat. But yeah, I'm currently at the end of Silk Song, relatively speaking. I'm hoping to finish Silk Song next week, so that we can finally move on. I've been playing way too much of that game. I'm sorry. I'm just needing to take a sip from time to time. I mean, the customization is like the thing, right? Because you get all of these monsters that you can ride. At least I played like a bit of Stories 2 when it came out. Where do we go? Okay. I might do that because Stories 3 will be interesting. Like I've seen the trailer, it looks very, very interesting. It looks like more of a darker tone a little bit with like these kingdoms like fighting wars and stuff. It looks really cool. There we go. Fuck you. I know exactly where I come from. Kinetic Up Canyon. Canyon. Cannon. What's this? Oh, there it is. I think it would be like Monster Hunter Stories 1 would be a solid choice for next game. I have been kind of neglecting a few games recently. Like for example, I haven't played Trails in the Sky 2nd for a bit recently because I just didn't have the time. Bioscan complete. Target has been dead for 8 cycles. Trace amounts of unknown chemical present in target. It has an effect similar to mummification on dead biomatter. Further analysis required to determine chemicals' effect on living biomatter. But yeah, I haven't played Trails in the Sky 2nd because I've been super busy with Silksong, and I hope I can end that soon, you know. And Pokemon Legends CA also comes out next month. Which is also like a monster racing game, right? Like they are in a similar genre. Yeah, I've been streaming a lot of Silksong. Target size and muscle mass suggests heavy combat training. It's likely that it was a warrior of some kind. The lack of gear, armor, or weapon is curious. Perhaps they were taken by others of its kind. Target has been dead for 8.1 cycles. Despite the presence of local animals, target corpse has not been disturbed. Scans suggest the presence of a toxic biochemical within the target. This may explain the lack of carrion feeding. Interesting. Well, the thing is, I've moved Silksong to like early morning streams now. So whenever I feel like I want to do an early morning stream, I'm just going to play some Silksong so that our regular streams will go back to normal in the next week, you know. So starting next week, I want the regular 6 p.m. streams to be back to where they've been. No more Silksong. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm still going to finish it, but I'm in like the last 10% of the game, I would say. Uh-oh. I'm not allowed to rest. I love the beginning of this game too. It's super eerie. Everything's gone to shit. It's a fun beginning to the game. They are scary. God damn it. I scratched my nose for a second. How are they hitting me each time? Dark Alpha Splinter. There we go. Gonna get ya. You have a more predictable pattern now as a dark creature than before. What do we have yet? What do we have here? System alert. Unknown item acquired. Alien technology is bonded to armor systems. Threat scan complete. No negative impact on suit performance. Just absorbed an alien artifact into our suit. Hybernetic stasis chambers. Life-sensitive hibernating bioforms within chambers are steady. Chambers are made of a number of exotic metals. It would be quite difficult to breach them with conventional weapons. Actually, I remember these guys are still alive, right? And I think by the end of the story, they are still going to be alive. They're just in these stasis chambers. I just remembered something, I think. These guys are not like the Chozo, which are basically all dead, right? Like the Chozo are all fucked in every game. Especially Metroid Prime 1. They're just like those Chozo spirits, but that's it. But yeah, these guys are still alive. Maybe I'm misremembering the ending of this game. Oh. Do not be afraid, I am Umos. Umos? Sentinel of the Luminoff. Please listen and hear of our world's peril. God damn it. I cannot read today. Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet, Aether. Exploding with great force, a rift was torn in time and space, and a strange power flowed over the world. Where once there was one Aether, there was now two, one of light and one of shadow, each existing on its own dimension. It was the end of peace on Aether, for a new race was born that day on the Dark World, one filled with hate and terrible power. They are the Ing. The Ing are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace and mercy. For decades we stood against them, yet we now lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Aether was born, our planetary energy was divided, half for our world and half for theirs. Should one world gain control, I love how Samus is still pointing the gun at him. Should one world gain control of this energy, the other will perish. Okay, she lowered it. Before you arrived, the Ing had stolen a device from us. One that collects planetary energy. With it they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it you can help us restore our world. You're our only hope, Samus. How do you know my name? Should we fall, the Ing will look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be the next victims. The Ing have taken our energy to 3 temples on Dark Aether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. I have updated your map system with the location of another temple. There's knowledge there that can help you on your way. I've also updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coated with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. Prepare well for your journey. The Ing now know you possess the energy transfer module. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to the temple. I will aid you as I can. May the light of Aether shine upon you. Energy fully replenished. But yeah, these guys are still alive, which is incredible. To meet someone who is still alive in a Metroid game. Most of the time when you explore a planet as Samus, every living being is already dead. Everything that was once living. Object analysis complete. This is a regional energy controller. Unit regulates planetary energy in this sector and is linked to a global energy network. Morphology Luminoff. Umos. Umos? Umos. Umos? Indigenous sentient species of planet Aether. Subject is Umos, a sentinel of the Luminoff. Guardian of the species in this sacred temple. Scans and detect numerous beneficial abilities, including heightened reflexes, durability, psionics, and flight. Ability to generate and manipulate energy on par with that of Shozo. Dating scans suggest an age of 2.15 centicycles. Only non-active member of the species. Remaining Luminoff locked in protective stasis until crisis is resolved. Interesting. Luminoff lore translated. Data transfer to your logbook. It is told that the Luminoff were not born of Aether, but of the stars. In the early days we roamed the greatness of the void, bathing in the glorious light of 1,000 stars. We met a vast number of enlightened minds, the Nkren, the Illa, and the Chozo among them. Each of them we found had claimed a homeworld and formed a deep bond with it. In time we decided to do the same. I love all these ancient civilizations, really. I think Metroid Prime 4 will deal with a more recent threat, right? I've never played Metroid Prime Hunters. I don't even know if we could play it at this point. So yeah, these ones. Pathway to Argon. Beyond the pathway to Argon sector lies. But yeah, we have a little bit more a clearer progression system than Metroid Prime 1. Just kind of appreciate it. Metroid Prime 1 was a little bit disjointed at times. But still was pretty great, I find. Those kinds of elevators would be freaky to have. Seriously. Let this gateway forever protect our sacred temple. May you find enlightenment and peace. This is where we've been before, I think. Oh god. More of them. But yeah, that's why I kinda would have loved a remake for this. Because the game would have looked amazing, honestly. If they gave it the Metroid Prime remastered treatment, the game would have looked amazing. I swear they could have gotten a lot of these areas a really good looking thing. There's like something up there, which I can't get yet probably. Where do we actually need to go? We found an energy tank. God damn it, it's minus and plus. There we go. Alright. Gate is composed of densium, invulnerable to most weapons, though high yield explosive are effective. Densium is like... We still have those metals that they are going to use to block off stuff. Yeah, I was really hoping for Nintendo to do something with Metroid Prime. Like, it could have been, like, literally the best advertisement, right? For Metroid Prime 1. Like, for the remasters. Just literally, like, have people pay you right now to play the remasters, and then have them pay you for Metroid Prime 4 when it comes out. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't feasible. Metroid Prime Remasters was like a pipe dream that they came up with. And then they were like, we're not doing that again. I don't know. Or maybe it's just not as easy. That could also be a thing. Once fertile plants, now sand scorched and ruined by war. May life thrive there again one day. You know, these games seemingly run on the same, like, engine. But maybe it's just not as easy to port them over, huh? Luminoff Data Pack translated. JF Me's Testament. Data transferred. Final entry up. Warrior JF Me. Their army swells. Beast and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to Luminoff. The Ing sent these new additions to the industrial side to do battle with me, while they watch from safety. Cowardly mongrels. My only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. Okay, we're heading to Argon Wastes, which is like the first major area, right? Elevator system online. Argon Wastes. Oh. Luminoff lore translated. Our heritage. Data transferred to your logbook. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. For many great cycles we roamed. Yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair. Feeling the search was in vain, we considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Aether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live upon her surface. From that day forth, the Luminoff were of Aether, our blessed paradise. Has to be weird, right? Already being like a space traveling race and then settling down on a planet. Missile expansion acquired. It's actually a really interesting concept. I love these old races in Metroid, those old space races. Like the Chozo, like the Luminoff. I just love their lore. You know? I would love for them to expand more into them. Also, I wonder after Metroid Prime 4, will we get another 2D Metroid game? I hope so. Bios can complete target has been dead for 1.1 Deca cycles. Body has been badly damaged by sandstorms and heat exposure. Judging by numbers of blast wounds, the target was dead long before the desert got to it. Yeah, I also want to play, like, all of the Metroid, 2D Metroid games are also on my list. I also want to play Dread on the channel again. I played it once. I 100%ed it, I think. And then I never touched it again. I want to play it again. Argon Wastes. The obligatory first desert map. Like, I really hope that Nintendo goes more of a route again of having smaller games too, you know? Like they have been doing recently with Echoes of Wisdom and yeah, stuff like Metroid Dread. I think honestly they're almost at their best when they do smaller stuff, you know? Have like smaller teams do stuff. Oh, what are you? Like have their teams like do small, very creative stuff, you know? Like Super Mario Wonder. Like just have a team that goes off and does like... They're tasked just with... Yeah, let's make a new 2D Mario game and be as creative as possible, you know? I think that's where they are. That's where they are at their best. I think Metroid Prime was kind of a product of that, right? Like, if I remember correctly, Prime literally happened because Miyamoto did not know what to do with Metroid. Literally. Like, when it came to 3D and bringing Metroid to 3D, he absolutely had no idea what to do with the series. So they pawned it off to Retro Studios, and they made Metroid Prime happen. You know? Pretty sure that was the lore on it. Also, I think the quote was like Miyamoto didn't understand Metroid very well, even though he made it, but he didn't understand it that well. About like things that make it work and stuff. Which, you know, I think might be his fault, but I would not necessarily fault him for it. Even though he created like the original, but like he created it, but it had grown at that point to a size where maybe it was better to just hand it off, you know? And we got a great game out of it, so I can't complain. I cannot complain about anything. And yeah, I have seen like people talk about Metroid Prime 4 already. Like people are already dismissing it. I feel like people on the internet have gone more insane with time. There we go. Like I swear to God, I've seen people argue that Metroid Prime 4 feels too safe, that it feels like just what we had before with Metroid Prime. And I've seen people say that it's not Metroid Prime enough. Both of these things I've seen, you know, on the game. And it's not even out yet. Which is the crazy part. Can't translate this. Unable to activate Luminoff Floor Protector. Yeah. You know, just saying, people should just watch my streams if they want to get a full breakdown of the game. I'm literally going to play it when it comes out. Not when it comes out, because I'm going to be on vacation when it comes out. But on the week after. Just like a huge thing. It would be funny though if I had my PC with me. If I took my laptop with me and I streamed the game over the vacation internet, that would actually be extremely funny. Probably won't happen. I want to enjoy my vacation. Like, I haven't had a proper vacation in like almost 1.5 years. Like a proper vacation, if you catch my drift. Like, we've been going on short trips every now and then, but yeah. Fighting space pirates, huh? What are the space pirates doing here, actually? But we've seen Phazon already, right? Like, Dark Samus was like doing something with the Phazon. What is this device for, even? Luminoff subject terminated 1.9 decacycles ago. Target has a number of wounds caused by small explosions, most likely delivered by a portable rocket or grenade system. Give me that missile expansion. Please. I need every missile I can get. Sorry, I just have to sometimes lay my controller down. Honestly, holding the Wii remote directly at the screen like this is actually hurting my wrists quite a bit. In the long term. I can still keep going. It doesn't hurt too much, but you have to hold it so weirdly, you know, to make it work. Like, the position you have when you hold a Wii remote is very weird. I suggest you try it out for an extended period. Like, hold it for an hour, play a game for an hour, and tell me how you feel. Because I feel like holding the Wii remote like this is very uncomfortable. Portal Dynamo offline. Configure lens system to focus solar power on Dynamo. This will energize the system. Industrial solar lens. Part of the system used to open a portal to dark Aether. Interesting. Console used to energize and open portal to dark Aether, currently offline. But yeah, this is going to be a new Tuesday and Friday game, by the way. Device bomb slot. Powered system control unit. Insert the morph ball into the slot and detonate a bomb. So transfer energy from the slot to the device connected to it. Alright. I don't think there's anything for us to do here at this moment, right? I am pretty sure this is too early to come here. Because I think we need to have the bombs ready. No, it's okay. It's not feeling too well. It's not the same pain that I have with my regular wrist pain, I think. You know. Just can complete. Target is in a state of dimensional flux. Unable to complete the scan. Bomb stock target. 50% of its component atoms are in another dimension or on the surface of dark Aether. It's okay. Like, it's a different uncomfortable position to hold something. You know, it's weird. It's a very, very weird feeling. By the way, on Late Night with Tries, whenever I do another Late Night with Tries, with Try, I want to do a Stardew Valley stream. I think that would be... like, Stardew Valley is perfect for those kinds of streams, where we just do a late night stream, you know. We haven't got confirmation when the Switch 2 update for Stardew Valley comes out. But when it comes out, I want to demonstrate it and check it out, you know? Too. I mean, we already have like a Stardew Valley save file going on the channel. But I haven't played it for forever because I just literally didn't have time to. So... you know, getting back to it might be fun, you know. Okay. Can hit this. What is this again? Statue of D.G. Char? The child hero of Argon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when a temple was attacked. All warriors but DCHR were slain, leaving the boy as the sole defender of a temple. He served Argon for nearly a centicycle before being lost in a battle on Dark Aether. Yeah, I think we made it to like the next season. Like we made it to summer, right? That's where we left it off. So yeah, I'm going to reactivate it. We're going to play some more, you know. Like Stardew Valley is a chill game. A very chill game. Fuck. It's a super chill game, so it's perfect for the late night streams, you know. Where we just sit down and play a super chill game. Oh god. It's an arena! I wonder what could be in this arena. Bomb Guardian. I love the concept that they are using your own stuff against you, you know. Come on, lock on, Samus. There we go. There we go. The lock-on not working properly has been like one of the most consistent issues I've had today. Sometimes it just doesn't want to lock on. Which I have no idea why that is. There we go. There we go. That's it. We did it. Let's go, Samus. Mothball bomb acquired. Thank God we have our mothball bombs back. Telluric alloy stress factors. Okay. I mean, we literally just got the mothball bombs. I love the progression in Metroid games. It always feels so great. I mean, that's why the genre is named after them, right? The progression is just always really nice. Hello? This is an access point for the local energy system. The energy transfer module has been designed to interface with it. Once it has, all the energy within the module will be channeled into the local system. Task complete. Luminous subject terminated. 1.5 decacycle. Damage from multiple weapon systems detected. Subject definitely went out fighting. What's this? Holo projector online. Automated message initiated. Welcome. I am Isha, sentinel of the Argon temple. This message survives my death as guidance to the one who would fight the Ing. A portal to Dark Aether lies nearby. With it you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of this sacred place. Inside you will find the energy controller you seek. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The key for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of Dark Aether is dangerous, and can cripple the strongest of warriors. In our past struggles with the Ing, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmful atmosphere of the Dark World. I've updated the translator module. You can access devices and doors coated with amber holograms. More lands are open to explore. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. May the light of Aether serve you well. Energy fully replenished. By the way, taking the conversation back to Fire Emblem, the moment that they release Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on the Nintendo Switch Online app, I'm going to play the shit out of it. I swear I'm going to do a hardcore challenge or something, just to get it going, you know. It's one of my favorite Fire Emblem games for a reason. It's such a good game, too. Alright. Thanks, I guess. Also, we should go back to that playthrough of Radiant Dawn. At one point. At one point we should do that. I haven't completely abandoned the idea. That's true, the new Fire Emblem game. I really hope it's good. And Xenoblade 4. I swear to God, Takahashi, I will sell my soul for the next Xenoblade game. Whenever that comes out, I'm all in. Or a Xenosaga remake. I'd take both. Is this one of those Ember symbols? For vigilance and strength, we create peace. I think there's multiple transporters into Dark Aether here. Please, Takahashi. Oh, just a missile container. That's cool. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The Capcom thing was kind of disappointing for me. Not gonna lie. And yeah, the Sony state of play was also very underwhelming. Like, I've just seen a list of the reveals, I haven't watched the thing, but what are Sony even doing at this point? I swear to God. I actually want to scan you guys real quick. Very underwhelming. They have literally no IP of their own anymore. Morphology Dark Pirate Trooper. Darkling Possessed Space Pirate. Enhanced strength and stamina gained from addition of symbiote. This lacks bright light. There we go. Alright. Got it. I don't know what Sony is doing anymore. Like, they have literally nothing to show. Like, literally no game anymore for me to even sink my teeth into on the console. It's actually very saddening to see. Luminoff lore translated. Light of Aether. The main energy controller was built in the Great Temple. 3 sub-controllers were built on the temples of Torvus, Argon, and Sanctuary. They collected the energy of Aether, then radiated it over the world to all who needed it. In time we came to call this precious energy the Light of Aether, and brought an age of peace and prosperity to the Luminoff. Like, literally, I think the next gaming event is going to be like the Game Awards, which I'm not even sure I want to watch this year. Like, the only way I'm watching the Game Awards this year is if I have a co-host with me to just shit on them. You know? Because the whole thing has been nothing but a glorified ad read. I think, was it last year? Or maybe the year before. I think it might have been the year before. Where I was watching it with Palamutes, I think. And holy shit, that was a glorified ad read. Same with the Summer Game Fest thing. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, did we need more gaming ads is the problem. I mean, like, having a show with reveals is good. But what bothers me most is like the weird ads in between from like mobile game companies and holy shit, I think I did it. From mobile game companies or like stuff like the Hoyoverse stuff. Yeah, and the awards are kind of weird too. The way they are graded, it's not very great too. And the award section, like, literally, maybe the new Monster Hunter mobile game is there. But the awards, like, the problem is, like, 90% of the awards are decided by gaming journalists. And most of them are very predictable. And then you have the other side that is decided by, like, popular demand, and then it gets like view botted by like Genshin Impact players. And it's like, what are we even doing? Console used to energize and open a portal to Dark Aether, currently online. I might do my own award show this year. Where we just go through the games we've been playing, you know, and maybe grade them. Maybe. We'll see. Let's jump in, Samus. Let's go to Dark Aether. Our first trip to Dark Aether. Yeah, I think Genshin gives like the players free stuff when they win awards. So, you know. And yeah, then you had like, I think it was Black Myth Wukong, right? Where glowing safe zones protect you from Dark Aether's atmosphere. Where it was like Chinese players who bought it because like China has a big population of people too. I don't know, it's weird, and these awards are weird. Some safe zone must be shot to function. Yup. I love this Dark Aether thing. It is very difficult to manage sometimes. But it is such a cool section that you have to have like safe zones and stuff. Transdimensional activity detected. A device has been activated back on Aether. There we go. Can obviously get very stressful at times, but the cool thing is these safe zones actually heal you back up too. Like, it's not just you're losing health when you're outside. These safe zones heal you up too. Also, these sections can get difficult, but I don't remember them being difficult, so I don't remember having too much problem with them, you know? Yeah, we have a safe zone. I think we're having like a problem now with them, but I think later on we get like a suit that takes care of the atmosphere, right? And then we just don't care about it anymore. I think that's how it goes. But yeah, for now these feel very claustrophobic. Hello, you. I like all of this. Alright. The blast shield on the door. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to most weapons. Dark energy may damage it. I love their playing between light and dark. It's so good. In this game. Having like this huge play between light and dark is so satisfying. You know? But yeah, it's a concept I came up with on my game too. It's going to also deal with light and dark themes in interesting ways. Actually, in a lot more interesting ways. It's actually baked into the concept of the game, but I don't want to talk too much about it already. I have been working on it a bit. Do we get a spider ball in this one too? I don't remember. But yeah, I've been working on it a bit, but I'm still in the setting up phase of everything, really. I'm using Godot engine, which is like the first time that I've used this engine. Jump Guardian. Do you have my space jump? That would be super helpful. If you have. Can you give it back? Please? Yeah, I think also Prime difficulty is relatively easy. Unless you get to like the final bosses. I think the final bosses can get quite difficult. I think the difficulty in Prime mostly always comes from not finding stuff, you know? Not finding the way to go, not knowing where to go. I think that's where most of the difficulty in Metroid Prime comes from. The combat has never been like really that challenging. You done jumping around, buddy? No, apparently not. Ouch. Where is he? Oh my god. I completely lost track of him. Will you just stop for a second, please? He's not stopping anymore, it seems. He's just jumping and jumping and jumping like crazy. Did you see that trick shot? I wasn't even locked on. I was like literally just putting my Wii mode to the back and just shooting him without locking on. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Space jump boots acquired. Thank you, I got my jump back. Pretty decent, by the way, that we get our jump backs this quickly. Because honestly, the game doesn't feel the same without the space jump. Base jump? But this game without the double jump just doesn't feel the same, you know? This literally leads back to the wrong place, I think. Oh god, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. I don't wanna die. I'm not dying anymore. I think this section led back to the temple, which I don't wanna be at, I think. Where are we going? So yeah, that was the dueling range. But yeah, we need to go to the right. Thing is, we could actually just wait for our health to replenish. But it's actually kind of slow. Security system initiated. All locks are active. 3 keys are required to access the temple. They are scattered throughout the dark Argon wastes. It's kind of slow. But it's probably better if I just wait. But yeah. I don't know what to do on the weekend though. I might do a late night with Tri stream on the weekends at some point. Where we just play Stardew Valley. Maybe. But other than that, I have nothing planned for the weekend. Next week is going to be insane. So yeah, I'm going to play more of this game, obviously, on Tuesday. Tuesday night, 6 PM, as usual. We're going to play more of Metroid Prime 2. Oh! Dark Temple key acquired. This is one of 3 keys needed to open a Dark Temple. It's just sitting here. Alright. I did not expect that. I did not expect that the key would just sit there, honestly. But I'm okay with it. The problem is, this is way too slow. This regeneration shit here is way too slow. And look, it's a boss fight arena. So yeah, I'm thinking once we open this up, we need to fight a boss. But yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Fuck. Do I need to restart? I need to reload from save. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I never died in Metroid Prime 1. Even if I did, I wouldn't remember it at this point. Maybe I did die in Metroid 1. I think it might have been down in the space pirate base when the Metroids were attacking me and sucking me dry. That's where I might have died. In Metroid Prime 1. If I'm remembering correctly. Or I fell into the Phazon Lake or something. Okay. No more messing around. I think once I get the first key... There's no way I can get up there. Once I get the first key, I'm supposed to leave the Dark Aether, right? Because I get the space jump boots. Like, I think I'm getting the space jump boots and I need to find another way back to the Dark Aether from outside, from the light world, to continue. Or something. As I said, I don't remember the whole structure of the game. Because I'm very bad at remembering stuff like that. Alright. Where you going, my guy? There we go. Was harder the first time around. Okay. So yeah, there's only a few places to go from this point forward. One of them is here. This was like the place back to the portal. And this one leads over to this one. Right, and this led to the temple. Honestly, with so little health, Dark Aether is actually very, very hard to get through. Because we only have like one energy container, right? Like, there's not much health to go around. Only one energy container. Okay. Let me quickly double check. Okay, this door back there is the door we cannot open yet. Is Ridley even in this game? Serious question. Because I don't fully remember Ridley being in this game. I know that Ridley is in the next game on several parts. Not right. Like, he comes back in the next game. So yeah, we opened this up to more space pirates. You guys don't know when to shut up, right? Oh look, it's a pipe. It's a half pipe. This is the pathway from the other side. So it's like a shortcut, I think. All right. Wasn't this directly from the save station? I think so. Yeah, this was directly in the save station. So we can get from the save station. Oh. My game is glitching. Honestly, I need a new capture card. Seriously. At one point, I have to. Maybe I'll install the previous one. Nope, it's not because of the stream, it's because of my capture card. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll just install the previous capture card back again. I'm still getting those frame drops from time to time from it. I don't know what it is. And I've never been able to figure out the issue, really. There we go. We opened this already, right? But now we can like go up here. Okay, I don't need to hit you. These ones I can hit pretty easily. But we've been over there already. Mining Station A. Argon Temple. The Argon Temple has like 2 exits that are not accessible to us, right? But if I go to the left here... Have we read this already? Aether's planetary energy supply reached a critical stage. If left unchecked, the energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy. The energy controllers. Interesting. I think this door can only be accessed by going through the portal on Dark Aether. Mining Station access, and then Mining Station A. Maybe we can do something there. Oh! Was I able to get this last time too? I think we didn't have the bombs last time, right? That extra energy tank is super appreciated. I've been doing good so far. Like, in terms of motion sickness, it's been pretty non-existent. It's been a pretty non-existent issue today. Which is good, you know. I don't like having motion sickness. I hate motion sickness. It's the worst. When your head arbitrarily decides to tell you that you're sick, you know? I hate it. What do we have? By the time we detected the stellar object as it streaked toward our world, it was too late to stop it. We fired numerous weapons, added in a vain attempt to alter its trajectory. Nothing worked. Our efforts placed a great strain on the energy controllers and weakened Aether. All we could do as the object drew closer was take shelter and wait. We gathered stores of food and water, reinforced the shielding on our dwellings, and spent the last hours in peace. Automated function, sand gates will move to the open position. I don't know what it is with this capture card, but yeah. I also need to get a new PC, by the way. But I have to move the new PC getting to early next year, sadly. Because everything is a little bit unsure and I don't have the money to expend that right now. But yeah, just you wait when I have my new PC. We're going to be streaming at crystal clear 4K. Maybe not. Maybe not, but still. I sense a battle coming. More space pirates. I think the space pirates crash landed here too, right? Or was it that this was their destination? I think they might have come to this place because of the phase-on. What are they doing? There we go. What are these? But yeah, I'll also have to pick up a game for next week, by the way. I knew it. There was something suspicious. But yeah, when we don't play Silk Song at the normal time anymore, we'll have to pick up a new game. I might go for Monster Hunter Stories sooner than expected. Fuckers. Trying to shut me out. You're not going to get away with this. Oh, there's a portal to Dark Aether here. I think in the first game they probably have very few, right? Weapon types. Casualty report. 07. Mining expedition 422 reports. 3 dead, 2 injured, 1 missing in action. Captured bioform transferred to science team for studying. Encrypted data. Rift portal. The rift portal is open. The artifact weapon, dubbed the Dark Beam by science team, provides the energy needed to open the portal, although for a limited time. We've sent expeditions through the portal, and they have returned with incredible news. The portal leads to a parallel version of the Aether. This Dark Aether has suffered a global calamity, turning it into a toxic wasteland. It is the homeworld of the shadow creatures who have been raiding our base for the last cycle. Most importantly, it is the prime location of Phazon in the sector. Extraction plans are being prepared. We will not be denied. God damn it, space pirates. Always meddling in everything. Science teams detected the presence of Phazon in the Dasha system. I think they still don't have, in Monster Hunter Stories 2, they still don't have switch access in the game, right? High Command authorized the deployment of the team shortly thereafter. Our orders are to establish a base on planet Aether and evaluate local Phazon resources. Because this world lies in the periphery of the Galactic Federation territory, we are following stealth protocols at the highest level. A cadre of elite commandos has been dispatched to provide security for our force as well. The operation is now underway. Greatsword, Hammer, Sword and Shield, and Hunting Horn? In the first game, right? And in the second they added like gunlands. Pretty sure. Bow and gunlands. Power lead is connected. Elevator unit offline. Step into the hologram to activate the elevator. Wow, I missed so hard. It's almost incredible how hard I missed. I think the dark portal is not open yet, right? Okay, that is a light beam door. I don't think it is a spoiler to say if there's a dark beam that they already talked about, there's going to be a light beam too. Phazon collection report. Phazon supply at Site 1 is diminishing. Sites 2 and 3 are supply rated above 90%. Site 4 remains a problem due to high presence of hostile bioforms. So they are mining Phazon here too. That's probably why they came to this place. Hello, Dark Sammy. Unique energy required for door access. Energize door with dark energy to open it. Dark Sammy. Stability report. Planetary energies are critical, creating violent climate change and tectonic shifts, unless these conditions can be reversed. Global destruction is inevitable. Blast door control security bypassed. Door will remain in the open position. Security and control systems have been jammed at the source. Finally, they're letting me through. The thing is, I need to find a save station soon, because I want to end the stream, but... And that's the main problem with Metroid Prime games, is sometimes you need to find a save station, and there is none. You know? And obviously they are doing experiments with Metroids again, because they never fucking learn. Bioscan complete. Metroid subject has several blast wounds from space pirate weaponry on low power settings. They wanted it alive after they were finishing with it. They never learn. Don't fuck with the Metroids. God damn it, space pirates. Honestly, some fights are just better without locking on. Morphology Talon Metroid. Energy crawling parasite. Taken from planet Talon 4. Target leeches binary from victims. Stunned by concussive blast. Vulnerable to dark energy. What is that in there with them? Evidence of symbiotic bonding present in subject system. Subject is barely alive and is periodically leached off its bioenergy by Metroids. They just sent that guy in there to be their food, their source. Oh no. I have a feeling we're going to get, like, the Dark Beam relatively soon. Especially since, like, they are mentioning dark energy so much. Bioenergy production. Fuck you. Alright. Security system bypass, power harnessing system online, processing racks moving to position 1, extreme caution recommended. God. See what we have here. A lot of lore too. Training report. Science team believes Metroid can be trained. After several cycles of training, I believe science team has vapor for brains. I've lost 2 assistants to the wretched little things. I have been placed on low rations after being caught configuring the power storage racks for amusement purposes. Agility training is to occur only in sanctioned training areas. Theft report. 3 Metroids have been stolen. All on-duty units have been questioned. Whereabouts of Metroids unknown. Doubling security in Metroid areas until further notice. Not very disciplined, these pirates. The Dark Hunter was spotted near the Metroid tanks. She attempted to breach the containment racks without success, then escaped. Perhaps she is behind the recent Metroid theft. Termination report. Metroid unit was put down today after a failed domestication session. Metroid unit refused commands and terminated once one of its handlers before it was subdued. This is the Gamma power storage rack positioned at monitor. 2 nearby consoles control the movement of the Gamma power storage rack. Scan them to operate the system. Injury reports. Released a Metroid for target practice today. The Metroid then assaulted. He should be regained brain functions in a cycle. A cycle for them is basically a year. Command authorized. Gamma power storage racks configured to desired position. Like every time they talk about a cycle, I think it's meant to be a year, right? So that guy lost its brain function for a year. Okay, so I can't really change their positions. Am I correct in that? What am I supposed to do here? Ah. Okay. There we go. So 2 down, and this one is 3 down, right? Creating a neat little stairwell for us. But honestly, I would like to get the container first. I'll have to do a little bit overtime, sorry, but the game doesn't want to give me a save station. We'll keep it that way. I want to get that energy tank first. That is a priority. Just ran by it. But yeah, the game doesn't want to give me a save station, so we'll have to play until we find one. This one we keep, and there we go. This time we have a neat little thing going. Okay. All right. God damn it. All right. Should be almost through. Okay. Oh my god, they have a safe station right here. What is this? Space Pirate encrypted data decoded security breach. The Dark Hunter teleports into the base at will. Our security has proven next to useless against her. Her latest raid was disastrous. Not only did we lose more phase into her, but she also crippled the stealth field generator with her strange new weapons. We are exposed. Until the replacement generator arrives, we will be vulnerable to scans and detection. Our presence here is still minimal. Should the Federation find us, we will be unable to defend our position. Fortunately, Aether is on the fringe of the Federation space. With luck, we will have a stealth feedback in effect before being detected. Actually, it's very interesting having, like, the space pirates talk about, like, Federation space, you know? The world of Metroid is super interesting because we literally know nothing about. We know very little about the Federation itself. And we know very little about the space pirates too. Like talking, oh yeah, the Federation has a certain space and galaxy that they are operating in, is actually super interesting. But yeah, that is where I'll have to stop for today. Oh my god. That was not good for my wrist. But whatever. This is where we're going to stop. Here we go. I hope it's saved. Can I turn this off, please? Nope. I have to go over the Wii menu. Yep, we are in the ball again. But yeah. That's going to be it for today. It was a lot of fun, honestly. More than I thought it would be. I'm always saving twice because I want to make doubly sure I actually saved. You know? But yeah, I'm hoping we'll play some more. So on Tuesday we're playing more of this game. I'm setting it to Tuesday and Friday. I'm hoping to play more. You know, I'm hoping we get to play more on Tuesday. But Tuesday is always a good day. I'm going to do late streams on those days too, because on Tuesday I have a new slot for a late stream. Like, I've been doing like morning streams on Tuesday and Friday, but lately I've been having more and more slots on Tuesday and Friday where I do late streams instead of morning streams. And especially Tuesday, I'm going to do late streams only, most of the time. And yeah, in between I'm going to still do like Silk Song in the morning. If I ever feel like streaming in the morning, I'm going to do a Silk Song stream in the morning and maybe do a late stream in the afternoon and stuff. But that is like very dependent on what I want, you know? Yeah, please play some Metroid. I'm going to do more Metroid on the channel too, but yeah, I'm going to try to not space them out too much. So I'd rather play more Metroid Prime now than too little, because I want to get through Metroid Prime 2 and 3 until December. So yeah, I'm trying to play rather more than less, you know? Because by the end of November, I'm going to be on vacation, I think from like the 25th or something of November. So I have until then to finish Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3. The good thing is, they are not too long. We can definitely hammer them out within, I think Metroid Prime 1 took like 6 or 7 streams. Not too long. We can definitely hammer them out within like 20 hours each, maybe. We'll have to see. But yeah. Especially Metroid Prime 3 is very linear, so we'll probably get there, you know. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And you know, when push comes to shoves, we're just going to play like on Monday and Wednesday also Metroid Prime. Especially towards the ending of these games, you know. But yeah, I need to hammer them out before then. I want to have all Metroid Prime games on the channel before I play Metroid Prime 4, you know. And yeah, if you want to see more Metroid Prime, definitely now is the time to subscribe to the channel too. So yeah, you should absolutely subscribe. And yeah, that was it for today. Thank you guys all for showing up as much as you did. Honestly, the Silksong streams have been depressing because people are not showing up for them. Obviously, Silksong is very fresh still, but I was hoping more people would show up, but they are not really. So I'm really appreciating that we are back on track with Metroid Prime on my channel, you know. Metroid Prime 1 has been doing, like the Metroid Prime 1 remaster has been doing exceedingly well on the channel, and I'm really glad we're back on track with Metroid Prime 2, gaining tons of support on the channel. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all during the weekend sometime. So expect like a late night with Try stream on the weekend at one point, maybe. And if not, I'll see you all on Monday, where we maybe start Monster Hunter Stories 1. We'll see. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Trilightning out.